Hello, welcome back. Today's topic is the Netflix analyst visualizing average IMDb scores by production type. In my lectures, our analyst involves multiple activity types, starting from the cleaning data, the exploring individual features, comparing catalogs, analyzing relationships, and finally, drawing insights from the visualizations. So, for the beginners, I'm going to start by understanding the grouping and averaging functions in pandas, then move on to visualization with Seaborn. Second is improvement by changing the color plate or adjusting figure size to see how these affect the plot. Finally, practice interpreting the plot to draw meaningful conclusion from the data. Visualizing average IMDb score by production type is start with imports. So import matplot library and pie chart pie plot as plot. I'm going to matplot library dot pie plot, which is the library for creating static, interactive, and animated visualization in Python code as PLT. The another ones I'm going to import is Seaborn. Import Seaborn as SNS. So step one is calculates average IMDb scores as by type. From the previous lecture, I start by the PDF. The group by the type is to groups the data in PDF by the type columns, like movie, TV shows. And then we start the indexed function I'm going to use. IMDb underscore is meaning to calculate the meaning IMDb score for each group as a type. And that reset index is to reset the index to get tidy and data frames format where the group becomes columns again. Step 2 is create the visualization with this beautiful code. The first line, the same as previous lectures, is to create a new figure for the plot of size 8 and 5 inches. Since SNS means is going to import to Seaborn and is to create a bar plot, is to specify the data frames containing the data to plot with data equal mean underscore scores. So x-axis type, y-axis is IMDb score. This is the axis represents different production types, and y-axis is to height of the bars represents average IMDb scores. So this is an estimate of the central trend for a numeric variable with the height of each rectangle and provide some indication of the unit uncertainty around that estimate using error bars. So final source code is to use a specific color plate for the bars. Step 3, I'm going to customize the plot with another beautiful code. The first one is a title. Is to set the title of the plot with a specific font size 14. So plot's X label types is to label the X-axis. Y-axis is also same as the X label. Is the two labels the Y-axis named average IMDb score The y limbs is to set the limits for the y-axis to range from the 0 to 10. And the grid is a-axis is y, and add horizontal grid lines for better readability. The tile layout we has been used previous the lectures is to adjust the layout to avoid overlap. And finally, I'm going to display the plot with using show the library or method. Okay, let's try to do run cell. Here is the purpose, which is this code visualize the average, the IMDb score for different production type, the providing insights into which types generally receive higher or lower ranges. Our next step is the code calculates the meaning score, set up the plot, and then customizing it for clarity and visual appeal. This is for the beginner. Start by understanding the grouping and averaging function in pandas. Then move on to visualizations with the seaborn, and I'm going to see how these affect the plot, since we're using the change the color palette or adjusting the figure size. Finally, practice interpreting the plots to draw meaningful conclusion from the data. Here is a beginner-friendly analysis of these bar charts too, along with the Python codes you might use in Databricks to generate such visualizations. What does the chart show? First is the charts comparing the average IMDb score for two types of the content. One is the movies and the other one is shows. And movies have an average score of around probably 6.6, and show have an average score of about 7.5. What can we learn? It shows to a higher average IMDb range than the movies in this data set. The viewers might generally rate TV shows slightly better or find them more satisfying than movie on average. However, remember this is just on average, so movies and show outperform others. And possible reason is that TV shows can keep viewers engaged over a longer season, potentially leading to higher overall ratings. Another possible reason is we can see that the movies may vary more in quality from the very high production to low budget films and affecting the average. Is it cool? I'll be right back. See you next video.